Primero voy a decir unas palabras en español y después la traduciré. Buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Es para mí un grato placer presentar el evento Dominican Get Together en el estado Jardín. Este es el primero de una serie de eventos que la Cámara de Dominico Americano del sur de Nueva Jersey, en alianza con la Fundación Global para la Democracia y el Desarrollo, estaremos trayendo a esta área con el propósito de promover y dar a conocer los valores, cultura y el talento a nuestros ciudadanos, tanto aquí como en la República Dominicana. Y así mantenernos conectados con nuestras raíces y culturas. Es para nosotros un honor ser la primera institución en invitar a la Fundación Global a llevar su iniciativa fuera de Nueva York. Somos una comunidad en crecimiento y nosotros, como organización, estamos seguros que por medio de estos eventos vamos a ayudar y a concientizar y educar a nuestra comunidad radicada en South Jersey y el Valle de Delaware. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's giving me a great pleasure to present this event, the Dominican Get Together in the Garden State. This is the first in a series of events that the Dominican American Chamber of Commerce Southern New Jersey in the partnership with the Global Foundation for Democracy and Development, will be bringing to this area in order to promote and raise awareness of the values, culture, and talent of our citizens here in U.S. and in the Dominican Republic to stay connected with our roots and culture. It is an honor to be the first institution to invite the Global Foundation for Democracy and Development to take the initiative out of New York. We are a growing community, and as an organization, we are confident that through this event, we will help raise awareness and educate our community in South Jersey and Delaware Valley. We have a couple of guests here tonight, and it's my honor to introduce the Mayor of Camden City, Mrs. Dana Rett.
Let me first say how delighted I am to have this opportunity to be a part of the Dominican Get-Together in the Garden State, the first annual, particularly here in New Jersey, and as the Mayor of Camden, I am honored to host this event, which brings together the Dominican community from throughout the southern New Jersey region, and particularly through the Dominican American Chamber of Commerce of Southern New Jersey. We certainly recognize that we have many business owners here in the room this evening, along with many athletes, to screen the movie that will be played this evening, the screening of the Republic of Baseball, the Dominican Giants of the American Game, and an opportunity to interact with the author and particularly the producer. Camden really is experiencing a great rebirth, but we can only be as great as the people and how we come together and celebrate one another's diversity. I certainly believe that Camden is on a cutting edge and Camden is moving forward, but Camden, in my opinion, moves forward together, united with the Dominican community and certainly with all of the populations that are represented here and those populations that are reflective of the state of New Jersey and certainly of our nation. Let me tout the wonderful work that Miguel is doing through the Chamber, and I want to pledge my support to him as the President to work in conjunction with many of the efforts that you're going to roll out to strengthen the Dominican community. Please know that you have a friend in the office of the Mayor in the city of Camden. In any way that I can be of help to you in the South Jersey reach, I will offer my help and assistance in that regard as well. So again, thank you. I want to also acknowledge Mr. Carlos Hernandez and his lovely wife who are accompanying me tonight, and along with my team that has come. We have our Director of Finance that is here with me this evening, Mr. Glenn Jones, and then my Chief of Staff, Novella Starks-Henson, who is somewhere in the room. And again, we are here to serve. And a special, special welcome to the Global Foundation of Democracy and Development, coming from New York to New Jersey. We invite you to come not just tonight, but as many times as you want to visit the Garden State. You are always welcome in the state of New Jersey. This evening, since it is really a business gathering, and I make this presentation often with many business leaders, not just here in Camden, but certainly in the Philadelphia metropolitan region, we talk about ways in which we're moving the city of Camden forward, but also recognizing the great assets that Camden has that we need to celebrate, because I believe we are certainly positioned for a comeback if we can collectively see the vision. A city invincible. As you know, Camden is home to the famous poet Walt Whitman, who in a dream dreamed of a city invincible. Camden is home to over 80,000 residents. And again, there is diversity that is reflected in the population that currently resides here in the city of Camden and those that will be coming in the future. Camden has 15 miles of prime waterfront property that is less than 1 mile from the city of Philadelphia. When we talk about some of the assets that the city has that gives us the competitive advantage, we are home to not just the baseball stadium of the River Sharks or the Susquehanna Bank Center, the Camden Children's Garden, or the Adventure Aquarium, just to name a few, but we also are connected to Philadelphia by virtue of the Ben Franklin Bridge and the Walt Whitman Bridge. Camden also is a major transportation hub. For those of you who have businesses in the city of Camden, one of the things that we can tout is our access to all of the major highways, all of our access to the infrastructure of the light rail, the PATCO high-speed line, and the bus routes that also give us a competitive advantage, making Camden a place to want to not only grow your business, but to invite others to invest in our great city. If you look at Camden from the vantage point of Philadelphia, Camden is actually the gateway to Philadelphia if you're coming into the city through the Ben Franklin Bridge. We are home to world-class institutions. As you remember, Camden was an industrial powerhouse over 50 years ago, home to industries such as Campbell's Soup, the RCA, and the New York Shipbuilding Company. We now have a new Eds and Meds environment that is emerging in the city of Camden. We're here at Rutgers University as one of our anchors. And this Rutgers graduate student housing is a current project that is underway. It will, at the end of the day, be a 12-story building housing 350 student dormitory beds with opportunities for retail space, 7,000 square feet of retail space on the first floor. This project is slated for completion in 2012. Camden is also home to Cooper University Hospital, which has had a history in the city for over 120 years. This particular patient care pavilion opened in 2009, represents a $220 million investment, and Cooper University Hospital has adopted the entire Cooper Plaza neighborhood, facilitating greening, housing rehabilitation, as just a number of the projects that they've partnered with the community. In this neighborhood and underway is the medical school of Rowan University, which is also slated for construction and completion in 2012. And we also have a partnership with Rowan University, another anchor in the city of Camden, which is higher ed, expanding their programming and also working to develop small businesses throughout the community. The Cooper Medical School of Rowan University, as I mentioned, is under construction at the corner of Washington Street and Broadway. If you have a chance and can ride by, you will see that this building is going up. It is ahead of the construction schedule and is slated to open in 2012. Harnessing Camden's potential really turns our focus to the neighborhoods. For those of you who have grown up in the city or have businesses in the city, you've often heard that a lot of the development work has happened on the waterfront. My vision is to have one city that connects the waterfront to our neighborhoods and where our people and our residents feel that the waterfront is theirs as well. In the Kramerville neighborhood, construction that is underway is a Salvation Army Croc Community Center. It will be a 120,000 square foot facility that will offer recreational, educational, and cultural programs throughout the community, and it represents over $80 million of investment in the neighborhood of Kramer Hill and located on the former site of the Harrison Avenue landfill. Again, another year, 2012, we're looking for this to be completed, so 2012 is going to be a big year for the city of Camden. This picture gives you the aerial view of where the Croc Center is being constructed there on the Harrison Avenue landfill. As you can see, Camden's waterfront properties give us a wonderful view of the Philadelphia skyline, and it positions us next to the Cooper River and the Delaware River. This depiction is the Salvation Army Croc Community Center. Once it is finalized, this is what the building will look like. The Riverfront State Prison was demolished in 2009 in the North Camden community. What this represents is 14 acres of riverfront land reclaimed and presenting enormous development opportunities for those wishing to expand their small businesses. It also allows us to connect to the waterfront, which is the Delaware River, and really has involved a community effort to come up with a vision of what they would like to see happen on these 14 acres of riverfront land. This is a view of the property, the former site of the Riverfront State Prison when it was being demolished. It is totally greened at the present time. And this is a community vision for the Riverfront Park, again, with the stakeholders in the community participating in a design charrette where they would like to see the pedestrian walkways, opportunities for retail and commercial space, again, downtown Camden on the opposite side of the Ben Franklin Bridge. A bright future for Camden is certainly in store. If you look at the downtown area of Camden, just across from City Hall, you may remember a building that was known as the Parkade Building. That building has been totally demolished, and the land has been greened and presents a future opportunity for a new improved park space that will become the centerpiece of downtown Camden. Another anchor in the city of Camden is the Campbell Soup expansion in the Gateway neighborhood, which represents Camden's Fortune 500 company. Campbell Soup has had a presence in the city of Camden for well over 140 years, and they ship to over 100 global companies throughout the world, quite frankly. This $90 million headquarters represents an investment in the Gateway neighborhood and is 80,000 square feet of space that has been expanded. Again, future plans for the Gateway neighborhood include creating a business park in this area, again trying to foster business development in the city of Camden. This is a picture of the final Campbell Soup Corp expansion. It's a beautiful building, and I'm sure you ride by it. We invite you to stop in and to take some of the tours that they offer to the community to see what they have on the site. Waterfront residential development includes the Dranoff properties, now known as the Victor Lofts, which is a luxury apartment building down on the waterfront, and it is a reuse of the historic Nipper building that dates back to 2004. Under construction is the Radio Lofts, which will be a condominium project that is moving forward in 2010, and additional residential units that will be built along the waterfront. A vision of the Victor Lofts as it presently exists, the Radio Lofts, which is situated in the back of the Victor Lofts, which will be the condominium project. And again, you can see how Camden is beginning to come up from the ashes. A waterfront residential development depiction of what could possibly be in a decade or more on downtown Camden Business District, and again along the waterfront, starting to complement what you see on the Philadelphia waterfront with the housing and some of the retail and restaurant opportunities that will present themselves in the future. Moving again to the neighborhoods, and hopefully many of you are familiar with the Camden Home Improvement Program. This is a program that was initiated by CCOP, Churches Organized for People in Camden, to qualify residents for forgivable loans of up to $20,000 for home improvements. This particular program has assisted over 300 homes, and 21 neighborhoods and census tracts. And we're looking forward to doing another reiteration of the Camden Home Improvement Program to also complement what is known as a business program known as Camden Power for residential and also for businesses looking to do energy retrofits to their businesses in order to reduce energy consumption costs. This is a before and after shot of the HVAC system that was replaced with the Camden Home Improvement Program. A before and after shot of a plumbing and bathroom retrofit. Again, Camden Home Improvement Program was able to assist homeowners in making those upgrades. Federal funds were received in 2010, last year under the Obama administration, $26.1 million in federal funding for housing, for demolition, for rehabilitation and construction, and greening of vacant lots in 10 census tracts throughout the city of Camden. Those census tracts that are represented on the slide show Cooper Point, Pine Point, Rosedale, Marlton, Stockton, Liberty Park, Centerville, Waterfront South, and Morgan Village. New schools and school construction has also been a part of our development opportunities in the city of Camden, and we look forward to rebuilding the Lanning Square Elementary School along with the Pine Point Middle School. These are programs that are funded by the state, and we continue to advocate for those resources to be targeted to the city of Camden. A greening program, again, that complements economic development in a meaningful way is known as the Camden Greenway Streetscape Program. Again, a federally funded program under the Obama administration of $5.8 million in stimulus funding that will create pedestrian walkways and greened areas to complement many of our neighborhoods and create these opportunities for residents and visitors and others to take advantage of. This particular slide depicts where the $5.8 million will be concentrated here along the Rutgers-Camden campus along Pearl Street, the MLK Boulevard, which is in downtown Camden, and Pine Street. And another issue that has been on the hearts and minds of many residents and business owners here in the city of Camden has been the abandoned properties. Most recently, my administration has been able to move forward with a legislative tool that allows us to acquire these properties through spotlight eminent domain and to turn those properties into either housing opportunities and or business opportunities for those individuals that are looking to expand their present business operations. We also have a business ombudsman, someone who serves as a point of contact with my administration for any businesses that are looking to see what business incentives we offer to the community, and we will walk you through the bureaucratic process of state and local government so that it is a business-friendly environment. So we look forward to any businesses that you will introduce to the city of Camden through my administration. And finally, city initiatives. Again, when we talk about trying to sustain present businesses that we have here in the city and or attract other businesses and investors to come to the city, we obviously want to have those types of programs that we can offer up to our businesses, again, as incentives, whether it's our UEZ program, whether it's the 54321 business leasing program, which is through the ERB, and other initiatives that will be offered through the Governor's Business Action Center. So again, we want to bring that information to your Chamber of Commerce so that you know what incentives are out there at the state, local, and the federal level. Again, as Camden does well, we only do well if our small business community, and particularly our Dominican business community, is doing well and thriving. We were just on a conference call with the White House before coming here this evening, and I can tell you that our president is working very hard to jumpstart the economy, to create possibly 1 million, over 1.9 million jobs throughout the nation. And there are several programs that are going to be offered federally that we need to plug into and take advantage of as the Obama administration rolls that out. And I look forward to sharing that information with your Chamber of Commerce as well. So these are just some of the wonderful highlights of what's happening in the city of Camden. What I would like you to take away from this presentation is that we have a prize. Camden is a prize that many people have seen, that we need to celebrate the assets and continue to build upon those assets, and also strengthen our communities collectively as we collectively seek to strengthen Camden. So again, I want to thank Miguel for this opportunity to present. I want to thank you all for welcoming me, and I hope that this is the first of many Dominican American events here in the city of Camden and throughout the southern New Jersey region. God bless you. God bless your association.